she is the clothing and sex of man, the magical image of his will to love. Therefore was it said by thine uncle Wolfgang van Goethe, Das ewig weiblich schickt uns hinan. But therefore also hath she no nature of truth, because she is but the eidolon of an excitement, and of a going of thy star. It appertaineth not unto its essence and stability. So then to thee she is but matter, and to her thou art but energy, and neither is competent to the formula of the other. Therefore also as thy will is itself imperfection, as I have showed thee aforetime, thou art not in the way of love, except thou be dressed in that robe of thine which thou callest woman. And thou canst not lure her to this action proper to her by thy truth, but thou shalt, as our Brahma saith, assume the mask of the spirit, that thou mayst evoke it by sympathy. But thou shalt appear in thy glory only when she is in thy power, and bewildered utterly by ecstasy. This is a mystery, O my son, and of old time it was declared in the fable of Scylla and Charybdis, which are the formula of the rock and the whirlpool. Now then meditate thou strictly upon this most worthy and most adorable arcanum to thy profit and enlightenment. On the two rewards of the path, de duobus premis viae. Let it be a treasure in thine heart, O my son, this mystery that I shall next unveil before thine eyes, O eagle, that thou art undazzled by the brilliance of light that soarest continually with virile flight to thine august inheritance. Behold, the beatific vision is of two orders, and in the formula of the rosy cross it is of the heart and is called beauty, but in the formula of the silver star, it is of the eye within the triangle, it is of the mind, and it is called wonder. Otherwise spoken, the former is of art, a sensuous and creative perception, but the latter of science, an intellectual and intelligible insight, or again in our holy Kabbalah. The one is of Tiferet, the other of Binah, and in pure philosophy. This is a contemplation of the cosmos, causal, dynamic, and later of its effect in static presentation. Now this rapture of art is a virtue or triumph of love in his most universal comprehension, but the ecstasy of science is a continual orgasm of light that is of the mind. Thou sayest, O my father, how I may attain to this fullness and perfection. Art thou here, O my son? It is well, and blessed be the bed wherein thou wast begotten, and the womb of thy sweet mother, Hilarion, my concubine, holy and adulterous, the scarlet woman. Amen.
And as a matter of fact, that's also true of sculpture, but we consider the background in sculpture irrelevant because it is not something which the artist himself has created. It's the temple or museum or place in which it is shown. But when you paint, and especially when you paint on a rectangular surface, instead of a surface that is shaped along with the figure, so that the outline of the figure is also the frame, when you paint, you have to put in some kind of a background. Now, if you've seen Greek or Russian icons, the background is solid gold, often emblazoned with jewels. But as time went on, painters began to put landscape in the background, because that's the way you see people. They must be against something. And in due course, Western painters began to be fascinated with the background. And they said to the figure, move over. And then there were landscapes. But of course, the people who looked at them and weren't used to this kind of thing said, well, that's not what I call a painting.